Things getting a little heated in Washington tonight. I mean, this was really chaotic today. I think tonight some Democrats are warning the country is heading into a constitutional crisis. It's the executive wing versus the legislative wing. The president ordering today that the uncensored Mueller report not be handed over to Congress, while a House committee voted to hold the Attorney General in contempt of Congress. And the president was railing against Democrats at a rally in Florida tonight.
It's time to stop this nonsense.
At a rally in Trump country Wednesday evening, President Trump told a crowd of supporters in Panama City Beach, Florida, that the Democrats are out to get him, even though he still maintains there is not a shred of evidence against him in the Mueller report.
No collusion, no obstruction, no anything. 2 years on a witch hunt. Now the Democrats are saying, we want more. You know, it was going to be like, we want the Mueller report. Now they say, Mueller report? No, we want to start all over again. It is a disgrace.
The president's comments come on a day when he invoked executive privilege to deny congressional Democrats access to an unredacted version of the Mueller report. And in response, just hours later, the House Judiciary Committee voted along party lines to hold Attorney General William Barr in contempt of Congress for ignoring a congressional subpoena. Democrats were enraged about President Trump's order.
I can only conclude that the president now seeks to take a wrecking ball through the Constitution of the United States of America.
The committee chairman concluded we are now in the midst of a governmental crisis.
We've talked for a long time about approaching a constitutional crisis. We are now in it.
The White House accused Committee Chairman Nadler of a blatant abuse of power and said the vote left the president with no other option than to exert executive privilege to block the report's release.
They're asking for information they know they can't have.
The ranking Republican on the committee says this is really about Democrats trying to get revenge on President Trump and his administration.
The real reason, and you even heard it just a few moments ago from the chairman, it's about every other thing they're mad at the president about.
But Loyola Law School professor Carl Mannheim told me there could be some drastic remedies if Congress decides to take out its wrath on funding federal agencies.
We have the Justice Department refusing to turn over the Mueller report. Congress's ultimate weapon here is at the next budget cycle to defund certain operations of the Treasury Department or the Justice Department.
Now, also tonight, new reports that the Senate Intelligence Committee has subpoenaed President Trump's son, Donald Jr., to testify about his meetings and or conversations with Russians. The New York Times says that may mean that even some Republican senators are not finished yet with questions about Russian election meddling. Jeff, back to you.